I like doing both because I feel like I'm well-rounded. The drawback is I feel like my life is completely split in half. Not in a Jekyll and Hyde kind of a way, but very different. And right now we're in a spot when things are hitting the high point. Like we're calving and harvesting all at the same time, and things are also at a high point on the academic calendar where our jobs are both involved with the university. We can't escape that. There's no like leave one job completely behind and go do the other job. And so I feel torn. But from an intellectual standpoint and the way I think and the way I value things that are important to me, like, intelligence and the way I've spent my whole life thinking I could make an impact on the world, I need my off farm job in order to be able to do that. Um, but I love the idea of working really hard outside all day long at something, and then at the end of the day having something to show for it. I mean, I live for harvest. This is a cool time of year. But and somebody asked, like, why'd you do it? Would you do it again? Yes. I mean, I would put another 20 acres in if I had time to fool with it. The caveat is that we couldn't do it if we didn't also hire somebody full time and know that he can check for fencing issues. He can bush hog while we're gone. If we need somebody to get the preparation done so that we can harvest on the weekends, it can happen during those work time hours when we're not here, because this time of year there just aren't enough daylight hours only to get it done in the evenings when we get home. And if we didn't have that setup where he was there, one of us would have to be here full time. So we've given that a lot of, I've thought through, would I be okay with that if that was me that had to do that? And I feel like I would be making a sacrifice on the other end of my life and giving up another job, but could also be very content doing this, I think. We've also talked about the fact, and for other people to consider too, because of the way our situation is set with his mom and our obligation to support her, and not really having had the ability to have a conversation with her about what might happen at the end of the day and what her plans are. We cannot give up those other jobs and just go into this hook, line, and sinker in case it doesn't work out. Like, we have to have that fallback plan. And I wouldn't mind giving up a career to do this if I knew it was worth doing that. But until I'm convinced that it would be worthwhile to do that in the end, I can't do it. So then you get a lot of that. Well, then why in the world would you do it in the first place? What if it doesn't work out? Because it's always still a learning experience in the end. And if we have to start over, it won't be the end of the world. But hopefully we won't have to.